Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Kevin the Tech Ninja here, and today's video is all about the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 14 regular. You know, every year for so many years, I recommend the regular iPhone for most people. You know, typically it is lower in price and it has a lot of the same features as the Pro version. But this year, with so many changes with the Pro version of the phone, it was like I have to investigate and sort of look a little bit further in that statement to see if that is still accurate this year. I think Apple made two completely separate phones by design, the look, and also the functionality. Are these changes enough for me to recommend the non-Pro this year? Or is this the year that I finally say, you must buy the Pro? I'm Kevin the Tech Ninja. Let's find out. Just released is the iPhone 14, 14 Plus, 14 Pro, and the 14 Max. For this video, when I say 14, I mean the non-Pro and the non-Pro Plus, and when I say Pro, I mean the Pro and the Pro Max. The iPhone mini is no longer a phone that Apple makes because the sales were just not that good for the phone. So the consumers have spoken and they want larger phones. The iPhone 14 looks to be like any other run-of-the-mill iPhone. It looks just like the 13. It's the same size, the same camera configuration on the back, the same notch at the top. So I guess what I'm saying is from the 13 to the 14, there just aren't that many changes. And if you want to keep it 100, it's actually an iPhone 13 Pro. Like, that is the difference. The 14 is an iPhone 13 Pro. That is just a simple way of putting it. The 14 Pro from Apple is something we've never seen. It has a lot of new features that people have been asking for, like an always-on display, meaning when the screen is off, it can go down to 1 Hz low-powered mode, which still gives you access to things like time notification widgets and your wallpaper. I know what you guys are saying who have been in the phone space for a long time. Android has had this for so many years. I think we're talking 5 years now, Android has been having like an always-on display. And that is 100% true. But just typical Apple, that Apple waits until they can do it better. Like, they look at the downfalls of a way it's implemented and they figure out a way to make it better. And I truly think that the always-on display, the way Apple is doing it, is arguably a lot better than what any other Android device is doing. So back to the 14, like I said before, it has a notch, but the Pro doesn't have a notch. It has something called, are you ready, guys? Dynamic Island. As much as I don't want to like it because I don't like the name, which I think is very silly, I do love how it functions. My time with the iPhone so far, the Dynamic Island has been so cool to use. Any app that has recurring information like a timer, a phone call, screen recording, music playing, or anything like that, even like a pending Uber ride in the future, all that information will sit here in this little area. It's such a nice touch and it's interactive. You can touch it and it opens up the app. If you slide the app away, it kind of hides back in. It is truly a different way of using the iPhone. These animations are so clean and so smooth. It is actually one of the features that I enjoy most about using an iPhone Pro. So those are two features that the iPhone 14 just doesn't have. And honestly, the design of the iPhone 14 doesn't allow those two features. I mean, those are two game-changing features for me that this iPhone 14, no matter what updates gets pushed out, will not have. Honestly, the design of the iPhone 14 looks like the iPhone 10, right? We're talking several years later, you have the same design. And that's several different years of having the same notch, albeit it's gotten a little bit smaller, but you get what I'm saying. The Pro just looks new and different, and there's no mistaking it for just another iPhone. The camera's also better on the 14 Pro with a dramatic spec bump from 12 megapixels to 48 megapixels, and also an added extra focal length, an autofocus on the front-facing camera, and also a better flash. And I know these phones come in different colors, and if you're worried about your favorite color, then my sponsor Dbrand can hook it up. For less than 20 bucks, you can make your iPhone look completely unique, completely different from anyone else. Hit my links down below to pick out one of your favorite skins and debrand your device. Make your device look different. I know that many people, when they buy a phone, they keep it for years. So why buy a phone whose design is already outdated? And I don't have any inside information on this, but I feel like the iPhone 15 is gonna look a lot different than the 14. I really think they're gonna find a way to bring that dynamic island to the 15. Call me crazy, but that's what I think. So with that information being said, if you buy the 14 and they change the way the 15 looks, you're gonna feel significantly out of date. there's not gonna be a new phone that looks like your current phone. And I know people keep phones for many years now because phones are really good, and you may not really care about design that much, but for me as a person who is buying something, I don't wanna buy something, spend my hard-earned money on something that already is going to look outdated. So typically I tell people the Pro just doesn't do enough to justify it for most people. But this year just isn't that simple. I don't have to tell you that. I mean, the numbers are showing that people are leaning towards the Pro more than the 14. Early numbers coming in with pre-orders and purchases. So that's something to kind of consider, that consumers are very smart. Consumers know what they're getting into. And consumers can see that the Pro is significantly better than the 14. Albeit, I know price restraints can prevent people from going to the 14 Pro, but if you're able to squeeze it, if it works out in your budget, I would consider going Pro over standard 14. If you like this type of content, someone who keeps it real and just has a conversation with you, hit subscribe, follow me on social, ring that bell notification to be notified when I make another video. Anyways guys, Kevin the Tech Ninja, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.